Hello, how are you? This is JilliBling. I have the best project to share with you today. This birthday card, which I saw online from stampinpretty.com, and I've had it pinned for a while. As soon as I knew that these dies are going away, I think it's called petal pattern, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do that card. And I did this card, and it came together really fast, and I love it. I love it just, first of all, how it looks. I love these dies, but then how quickly and easily it goes together. I love this card. And I'm thinking, ooh, I could do it in kind of more boy colors. I'm not sure if I should have blue cake, but something to make it a little bit more boy. I don't know what I put over here. But this is today's project. We'll be using Cake Fancy and Phrases for All, which is right about to retire. The words in this are great, and I love how bold they come out. Like, I stamped that and it's like, look at that. I look all professional and everything. Okay, so there's that. And then petal pattern dies. And petal pattern dies come in a set of two. And there's this one and this one. They go together. As you can see, one of them is detailed and one of them is a little bit more bold. And it kind of reminds me of quilting, because see all these little dots on it? And I did a card probably quite a few months ago, and I used a lot of this with this on top of it, and it looks great. The only thing is, if you make square cards, this is perfect for that. I'm looking at these. See how these corner ones match up here and here? And it lays on top so nicely. So we'll be using those. And we're going to be using just a few blends to color. Here I did rhinestones, I colored them, but today we'll do pearls. And the colors are Petal Pink, Pecan Pie, Fresh Freesia, Flirty Flamingo. PPFF. Who knew? So, as I go through each of these pieces, I'll tell you what size they are, and then I'll hold up my little, oh man, I'll hold up my little cheat sheet so you could do a screenshot. So you'll have the sizes right there. That I know, I'll put a layer over that, but oh, where did that, you know where that came from? My paper cutter does. It's like it leaves kind of black and powder. But that's okay. See, these things are good to know. So if ever you have a whoops like that, don't trash the whole thing. Because I could put, I'll put the inside. Because on the inside I have a piece of pecan pie. That will perfectly cover that whoops. Okay, let's fold it this way. Hopefully I don't find any more whoopses. Okay, so this is cut to 4 1/4 by 11. And we'll use pearls here in just a bit. Then this layer is cut to 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and we'll stamp on that. I have two pieces for the die cuts, and those are 1 3/8 by 5 1/4. We need two of those. This is a whole lot of white on white. The inside pecan piece is 5 1/4 by 4. The inside white piece is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And let's get to stamping. I'm going to stamp, and oh, this is polymer. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to hold these up. When stamping with polymer, I like to use my foam pad. Okay, so here we go. So you could do a screenshot. This card, those are the paper cut sizes. And there you go. Okay. So to stamp, and I might as well stamp in pecan pie the base and then the base. Do it two at once. Oh, Bo is wanting to go out. Can you just wait a minute? Let's see if that works. So pecan pie will be the cake stand right in the middle. Let me put it here for placement. See how it's a little bit up from the bottom? So right about here. Okay, and then let's stamp the inside paper. And I'm going to let the stamp, the ink go over on this piece, and I'll just turn it upside down. Right about there. Okay. Then the next color is Freesia. And you'll need your chamois or your Stampin' scrub for this card, because each of these layers will need to clean the stamp in between each layer. So this is fresh Freesia, and here is my cake stamp. We'll be using this one. And notice how it's kind of shadowed right here and a little bit lighter there. On the sample card, we'll leave it on here. See, I have the darker part at the top. I'm going to try flipping it around. I'm not sure if there's a right or a wrong. As a matter of fact, I think there's no right or wrong. So whatever you do, it's right. Put this one right over the top. And I'm trying to leave just a little bit of a gap. Oh, I did the heavy. Okay, well, that's where it's going to go. I did the heavier. See how this is darker or lighter and that's darker? That's okay. Then ink it again. Same thing. Freesia. Then clean it off. Next color is petal pink. I don't want Freesia ink in the petal pink. I think the boy listened. I heard him climb up on the couch. Bo got a mani-pedi today. He went to Katie, who does his grooming, got a manicure and a pedicure, and he's all clean, and he's so soft, and he's so white. I have a little, see that little dash right through there? Probably means I have a little hair in here. It's probably Bo's. No, he doesn't get any, no shaving. He just loses his hair all over the house. Okay, so that one is done. Now let's do this one. Wait till you see how quick this goes together. It makes me want to use it more, just because it's so easy. And it looks good. Okay, we're done with petal pink. Next is Flirty Flamingo. Same process. Okay. I'm trying to get them close, but not touching. This one, there's a bigger gap, smaller gap, but that's okay. This is kind of abstract. It's a free-flowing cake. In the stamp set, there are all of these different, like you could put berries on top of it. That looks like it's stained right there. It's probably just ink stained. You know how the red ones, they stain your polymer stamps. Okay, so now it's time for the candles. See how quick we are? Okay, so the candles, I'm going to do 3 of them, and I'll start with the middle one. And the candles, it's, again, an interesting stamp where it's darker here, lighter up there. Could I do that? Right in the middle. And I'm trying to touch the cake. I did. On the sample, I didn't touch the cake. Now this one will just be equal from the edge to the other candle. And that one's up a little high. that's okay. And on here, in the middle, and on the edge. Okay. While I have this out, I'm going to do Your Special Day, and then this band. A little bow wrapped around the cake. A little bit crooked, but that's okay. Your Special Day right in the middle. And I keep thinking there needs to be more words on it, like thinking of you on your special day or for your special day, but it's okay. Since I have pecan pie out, I'm going to do this happy birthday. And that stamps so good. Okay, here it is, kind of a big stamp. That's going to go right here. Look at that. I don't know what, it brings me joy to see that. I don't know, I love it. Okay, and for the little flame, I'm going to use fresh freesia, and it's the flame and the like little sparkles off to the side. It is this stamp right here. You see how quick this is coming together? Okay. And then, time for cake. But you know, this other one has some great words. Confetti and cake for your happy day. Happy birthday. That would be cute. I like time for cake. I think it's always time for cake. Let's just stick with the time for cake. Okay. I like cake. Time for a little bit crooked. Cake. Okay, and then there's a little heart. This heart right here, I'm going to put it right after, just like this one. And that can go in Flirty Flamingo, just because it's kind of close to like a red or pink heart. Are you like, this one is going in record time? I think so. But I love it. I just love it. Okay, there's that. This, I need to get adhesive on that side. This one's about to run out. Not yet, we're still going. Yep, it covered up that little smooch. Isn't that just happy? Inside is done. Okay, so for the outside, I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. I'm going to put dimensionals on this far side first because I need to tuck under that petaled pattern piece, and so I'm allowing room for it right here. And I'll put more dimensionals there in just a minute. So this one I put it in a bit. I'll kind of do half and half. Okay, so that's on. And then this is loose, ready for these pieces. Okay, so off to the side, cut that one. Then to the side, cut this one. So here they are. Isn't that fun? So these here, notice how they're solid dots? I'm going to put dimensionals, mini dimensionals under them. And then I'm going to put glue on the perimeter to hold it down. And that just gives it kind of like a shadow. So you could see that there are two pieces of white. Because if you put it on this white on white, it's just not as clear. Where if there's a little bit of a shadow, you could see it better. Okay, so on the solid dots, I'm going to do mini dimensionals. Just 3 of them, that's all it takes. Then I'll put liquid glue on the perimeter of all of it. And you know, is it easier to put liquid glue on here? It's probably easier to put liquid glue on here. You know, try to be smart. I'm trying to be smart. So at least on the tips. It doesn't have to be all of it. And I knew the glue will take just a minute. Like once the glue starts kind of setting up and ready to be sticky rather than being just super liquidy, then I'll really work on sticking it down. Okay, so for now, put it over the top. Down here is good. Dimensional. See now this one, dimensional. Okay, so the dimensionals are holding it in place. These other pieces are still kind of floating, but I'll stick them down. Get glue all over me, which is fine. Those didn't line up very good. Maybe if I just hold them with the glue in place, they'll stick down. Oh, that worked. Okay, I'll come back to this in just a minute and make sure it all stuck down. So in the meantime, let's do this is rhinestones colored with blends. And I'm gonna do pearls. Pearls. And there's different sizes. I know that the big ones would look really good. I'm gonna try doing the small ones. So I need 6 of them. Here's 8. And the colors I'm using are Coral, Calypso Coral Dark, Petunia Pop Dark. And that's only because the brightness of the rhinestone or the pearl makes whatever color you color it a little bit lighter. Therefore, if I was going to do Flirty Flamingo or Petal Pink, they would be really light. Or if I do it like a completely different color, a bit darker, see how well it matches? And I'm going to use this tip, the brush tip, and go around the whole, oh, look at that. Oh my. That's what happens when you bring blends to class. There's plenty of ink in it. Wow. It just got a little bit extra loved, I guess. I could use the other side, but this side is working pretty good. I'll keep using it till it's gone. Wow. Petunia Pop is a brand. See, that's a brand new marker. I'll do 3 of those. And I'll hold this up here in just a minute so you could see how the pearl, probably I should have done big ones so you could see it a little bit better. The lightness of the gem kind of softens the color. So there you can see how they colored, which is fun because you could do it for any color pearl that you want. Okay, I'm going to work on sticking down this petal pattern die. Looks pretty good. But if some place didn't really stick down, now because the glue is kind of set a little bit, I know that it would really hold on. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this, I'm going to do liquid glue just to stick it in place. What color cake could I do for like a boy cake? I know I could do chocolate. Chocolate and maybe, oh, I know, chocolate and maybe not a white cake, but have it white and then use like daubers underneath it for maybe gray, just to make it look like it's a white cake. And then beige. Beige could be like a spice cake. Well, and there's yellow cake too. That could be, what color? I don't know. I don't know what color to do for a boy. They could have maybe a navy or misty moonlight stand, or they could have a black stand. Okay, so pearls, I'm going to do Calypso Coral in the top one. Ooh, that's just tiny. That's very delicate. Right in the middle. Look at the difference. Petunia Pop. Calypso Coral. Petunia Pop. I heard someone say that the first time they saw the colors, the new colors, she said Petunia Pop, and ever since then, I have to say it. We did it. That's all that's to this card. Okay, so here they are. It went together quick. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.